It is obvious that some relationships are never meant to be. But oftentimes, when we break up from a relationship, we kind of cry over it, we get so angry with ourselves. Sometimes we even feel like killing ourselves. We forget to look at what actually happened. What was our fault? What was the other person's fault? What could we have done better? We don't ask these questions. Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's amazing to see you once again. If you are new here, my name is Rita Sian. I am an educator, a public speaker, and the founder of a non-profit organization called Feminist Star Africa, where we empower young women to be themselves and to fight for what they deserve. In today's video, I'll be talking about something very special, something that means so much to me. The value of broken relationships. This video is very important to me because I want to share with you how I was able to heal from broken relationships and how I found the lessons in previous disappointments which actually helped me make the right choice in the relationship that was the final, which actually led to marriage. It taught me a lot of things. I realized that I was dealing with broken relationships in the wrong way and decided to change my mind and attitude towards how I see broken relationships. And that is how come this topic is here. And I also had a chance to discuss with one amazing friend of mine whom we've been having conversations about her relationship, and she just had a recent relationship, a breakup. And she said, I felt so free. I don't feel any guilt. I don't feel any sadness because of the way she handled that breakup and the maturity she realized at that particular moment. So I hope that you watch this video till the very end so it would help you as well. From all my past experiences, I will say broken relationships are supposed to be learning experiences for all of us. But oftentimes we don't see it in that way. We need to ask ourselves, where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? Have I treated the other person right? Was I treated as I deserve? If these questions are answered in the negative, then you should know that you have some work to do on yourself, and probably so when you move on to the next relationship, these same mistakes don't repeat itself. Before I go on to talk about the values we have to find in broken relationships, I first of all want to touch on three main reasons why relationships do break apart. Number one, in some instances, one person or both people are not ready for the relationship, so they just handle it haphazardly. They're just in for their personal gains, their personal desires, just to satisfy themselves. That's all they are looking for. Secondly, both parties are looking for two different things. Someone is looking for fun, entertainment, happiness, laughter, enjoyment, and the other person is looking for a very serious relationship, very focused relationship that leads to marriage. And the other person just wants to take time to just have fun, so exploring, but the other person isn't seeing what you are seeing, which is really sad. Number three, and which is finally, you are just not the person for him or for her. So you will be there trying to do everything you want to make that relationship work, to make him see you, to make him value you, to make him or her love you. But just as much as you try, the more the person kind of drifts away. What can you do about this? You just have to let it go. So, to the most important things we have to learn from a failed relationship is this. Previous failed relationships where you felt unwanted, disrespected, and not valued. All these relationships are supposed to help you set a standard for yourself, a standard as to the values you really want to see in your life partner. This is to help you measure the next person coming into your life while you know in your mind the sort of man, the characteristics, the qualities, what makes you, want to love that person more, what makes you want to appreciate him more, what makes you really feel that this is him. The moment you have these qualities at the back of your mind, when the next person comes, you use these qualities as a measuring tool to assess him or her to see whether he or she is the right one for you. Most of the times, we all ask this question, is he the right one? Is she the right one? How do I know he is the right one? So if you have that question, I have made a video and I've linked it up here. Please check that video and it would help you. With you now knowing the standards you have, the qualities you want to see, whilst you've met this new person and you are beginning to like him or her, you are beginning to admire the person, you are beginning to appreciate a few little things about the person, you need to ask yourself some questions. And these questions are, does he or she match my standards? The qualities I'm looking for, is she or he possessing these qualities? Does he or she treat me as I deserve? Am I okay with the way he or she treats me? Am I okay with the way he speaks to me, she speaks to me? Most importantly, am I happy with this person? Do I feel confident? Do I feel happy around this person? Do I feel elated? Do I feel, appreciated? The moment you feel appreciated, respected, and treated well, the final thing that happens is happiness. You feel joy in your heart. And the most important question, which is final question I want you to ask yourself is, what makes this person different from the other people I've experienced or dated in the past? This is a very important question that you don't want to overlook. You really want to ask this question and probe in yourself and probe the person and get to know if he is really different from what you've experienced in the past, based on your standards, based on the qualities that you have set for yourself, based on exactly what you are looking for in your life partner. The moment you break out from a relationship and you do not sink into depression, you do not sit down there and wonder, what have I done wrong? Keep crying and pestering yourself and other people about how this relationship went sour and all that. And you begin to look at the breakup in a different light, as in looking at it in the points that I've mentioned in this particular video, then it means that something is happening. This indicates a sign of maturity in you. You no longer feel like killing yourself when you lose someone in a relationship because you know that the person is not giving you what you deserve and what you want, and you feel that you definitely deserve more than you currently have, or you deserve better than you are being treated. The other part of the coin is this. If you get to realize after doing all this introspection after a broken relationship, and you realize that you are the cause of the breakup and your attitude and behavior and whatever you are putting into the relationship is actually resulting into all this breakup and all this disappointment, at this point you get to change for the better. Maturity is setting in and you realize that, wow, I have just lost a valuable person. When you are able to ask yourself these questions that I mentioned a few minutes ago, you would realize that there will be a change in your life and you would want to be a better person. Now, I want to summarize by saying, with all this in mind and all these experiences and all the learning that we have actually derived from these broken relationships, what it does to us is this, and I want to read this so that you can really get this well, okay? You are able to identify someone who comes in your life with the plan to manipulate, use or take advantage of you, and avoid or eliminate them in your life totally. Okay, you are able to identify those people. You're able to know that the kind of attitude he's bringing into the relationship, the kind of behavior he's putting up, the kind of things he is doing or she is doing is not what I'm looking for. For that matter, you just do not delay at all in walking out of the relationship and saying, you know what, I deserve better. And you just, walk away without feeling hurt, without feeling any form of trauma, without feeling stressed out. You just feel free. When you walk out at this point, you feel freedom. You realize you are able to do this because you are grounded and you actually know the values you want in a partner. You know how priceless you are and you know exactly what you deserve. So when something you do not deserve comes along your way, you do not hesitate to just clear it out of your path. You are able to do this because you are so grounded in the values you want and desire. You are so mature in identifying what is real and what isn't. And any attempt to push your boundaries won't work out. Any attempt by the other person to push your boundaries, to kind of try to give you options, to kind of try to make you feel, oh, without him you cannot survive. You feel like, no way, come on, I deserve better. And there is someone precious, there is someone special out there for me. So you don't just settle for less than you deserve. You know what I mean, right? Now, if this person is not the right one for you, let's look at what happens. Let me read this. he or she would find your straightforwardness, discipline, maturity, and decisiveness and what you really want offensive if he is not the right person for you and isn't looking for what you are looking for. So this simply means that if you meet someone who becomes so angry with you, who becomes so annoyed with you, just because you know what you want and you ask for that, just because you are mature, you are disciplined, realizing all that you are, all that you have, all that you want, the person feels like you are so demanding, the person feels so uncomfortable, and finally the person walks away because he or she cannot take it. That is not because you are not good enough. It is just because you are better and you are just special. The person can just not see it. He or she is just not ready for you. Let's go and look at, if he is the one, how does he take these things from you? But if he is the one, if he is there for the right purpose, you will find your straightforwardness, discipline, maturity, decisiveness, and your ability of knowing exactly what you want very intriguing, satisfying, desirable, and he would have no other option than to keep coming no matter what you throw at him or her. He or she would keep coming until the person gets you. This is simply what it means. If he is the right person, when he comes, everything that you are made up of, he appreciates it. He loves you just as you are. You would push him, try him with so many skills and whatever, trying to assess whether he is the one, but he will keep coming. He will not give up on you. So this brings me to the end of my video for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really wanted to make this video in a way that it relates to you. This topic actually came out as a result of my past experiences. When I sat down and realized how my past experiences influenced the decision I made about the person I wanted to have in my life, I realized that this has to go out to every young man and every young lady out there to learn, to actually take a second look at their past relationships, assess it, and rather pick up very good and important points that they can use to assess the next person before they accept him or her in their life. So if you are watching this, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. I'm so grateful that you are coming back to watch my content. And if you are new here, hello there, you are welcome. I invite you to join this amazing family by subscribing to this channel. And also, please give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, and share this video because it would go a long way to support somebody who might be struggling with relationship breakups, might be worried, stressed out for no reason. You shouldn't kill yourself because somebody walked away or because you walked away from someone who was cheating on you. You shouldn't kill yourself or, drown yourself in tears, in sorrow, in depression just because somebody is not the one for you. What you have to do is to walk out of that relationship feeling bold and feeling better and feeling more equipped to step into a better relationship when the time comes. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.